Kathryn Farrington. I'm the Vice President of Marketing for Discover Newport, which is a tourism marketing organization that works with 9 coastal communities in Newport and Bristol County. Newport is the catalyst here. 9 coastal towns, one big experience. I originally grew up in Maryland, Washington, D.C. area, and then had several jobs in shopping mall development and also radio and a little bit of TV. And I found my way here to the beautiful state of Rhode Island pretty accidentally, I have to say. But once I found it, I never left. I was working for a public radio station in New Hampshire, and I would come to visit my parents. They had moved here. And of course it was in the middle of the summer, and I fell in love with this area the minute I came in. And when I first came to this beautiful city, I worked in retail, and I worked in restaurant, and then I got into attractions, and I worked for a local winery, and I got to meet a lot of people in the restaurant and the hospitality industry. And that pretty much was the catalyst to where I am today. 23 years ago, he's now the CEO and president of this organization, offered me a job. You know what, I need to change it up a bit. And that's the thing that you have to do, remind yourself in life to do, is, you know, you can go a straight path for the rest of your life and be in that secure little world, or you can exit stage left or right and try something a little different and kind of shake it up. And I think at any age you can do that. I had the opportunity to work with all industry, all aspects of the industry, from the lodging properties to the transportation folks to all of our restaurants and our retail shops and all of our attractions and our special events. And it really opened my eyes to the hospitality industry in a whole, and also as to what the potential was. And it, you know, it's been a wonderful ride the last 23 years. And from then I moved into, you know, like any job, you do a good job, you have passion for what you do, and then you hope, if it's a large enough organization, you continue up the ladder. So I then worked as a communications director and also did film development. So I got to work with some really cool film folks, Steven Spielberg, James Cameron. 6 years ago I got promoted to VP of Marketing, which I love. I have a great team. We're a great organization here. There's probably about 25, 30 of us. We have 3 different aspects. We have our tourism sales, we have our tourism marketing, which I'm the lead, and then we have our visitor services. And we see about 1.5 million visitors through our visitor center downstairs each year. And for me, it's like my own surveying. My own focus group right in my backyard. You know, you don't find an organization like ours, and you don't normally find a destination like we have that is so welcoming and so open. And you know, there's not a lot of competition there. Everybody's kind of like, you know what, we're going to work together because we have to. We do a promotion twice a year called Newport Restaurant Week, and it was started probably 8 or 9 years ago by one of our colleagues. And the best part of Restaurant Week for me is not only because the restaurants do very well, and they're, you know, they all say, we can't wait till it's over, we're exhausted. But a couple of years ago, one of the waiters came up to me and he said, this was during the recession, he said to me, you know, I want to thank you because, you know, I'm able to pay my rent this month because of Restaurant Week. And, you know, it's tough making a living here as a waiter in the winter and because it's seasonal. And he said, but I really appreciate that because now, and that just to me made a difference. And I love it here, and it's ever changing. There's not one day that's the same as the next. And you know what I always tell people, that if you really are passionate about what you do and you can't wait to wake up in the morning and come into work, then it's not really a job. It's more or less like a fun day in the office, right?